Welcome guys to another video where I'm gonna show you about the top 5 VS Code extensions you can use amongst a bunch of them. So just let's get started. So let's move on to our first extension. So it's basically called Prettier. You can just install it from the extensions tab here. Just type here Prettier and you can see the first link and the first one. You can just choose it, you can just install it from here, and once you install it, it's a pretty amazing extension and very handy. You can just use it on a code. I will just show you how. So I've already installed it, so you can see what it does. So what it does is, this is a simple web page code. You can see here, this is the heading and this is the paragraph. If you know a little bit of HTML, you can just understand it. So let's do one thing. Let's make them spaces and let's put this P to the last. So now it looks very unorganized, right? The P should be at the end of it or at least here. So how do we fix it? Actually, we don't need to. Once you have written the code, you can just control plus save, and it fixes automatically everything where the code has been disoriented or the code is in not right format. It will get fixed automatically when you hit the control plus save. So that's what Prettier does. So it's a very handy tool, and you can use it in your coding journey. Let's move on to the next extension quickly. Now for the second extension, it's a pretty amazing extension too. You can just install it from again in the extensions tab and type here live server. So once you type that, there are going to be multiple options, but you have to install this one, the first one, that is developed by Day. You can just click on it, you can install it from here. So it's basically what it says. You can just if you have used React and all, you can see that React performs a virtual development workspace. So that's what it does in the HTML space too. So you cannot directly do in the inbuilt HTML format, but with this extension you can just create a workspace where you can edit and adjust HTML code, and it will just follow up on the web page. So let me show you how it works, what you have to do here. So what it does, this page is basically a web page with a heading and a paragraph. You can just go to show preview and you can just see the web page here. Okay. Also you can go to the file and check out the web page from there. So you can just open the folder where the index.file is situated and you can just open it. So once you open it, you can see the web page here. So what if I want to edit something, like I want to replace this field with some other word, what I mean, like I want to replace this field with another word called preview. So what I want to do this, so if I hit save and just go to the web page, so it's not changed automatically. You have to just refresh it and you can see the change down here. So it's pretty time taking if you are coding on a long session and you want the browser to automatically detect what you're changing in the code. You can do this with the live server. So basically what live server does is, you want to just go to the index.html, right click on it, and click on the first option that comes with the live server extension. Open with live server, just open it, and once you open it, there will be a web page that looks like the previous web page, but it's different. You can see a IP address here. That is the local host IP address that is generated by the live server. So just close the previous one. Now let's change anything in the code. Let's change this AI to AI tools and workspace. So once you do this, just click Ctrl plus save. That will save the file, and now you open the browser. You don't have to refresh it anymore. You will just see automatically the tools and workspace has been added like we added in the code. So it's pretty amazing, right? You can just write anything and it will automatically just adjust in the final preview of the web page. So this is live server, and you can use it through your entire project. You can use it in development in HTML, CSS, JavaScript and everything. Let's move on to the next extension. Now for the third extension, I have a pretty amazing extension again. So this one is called Code Runner. You can just search it here in the extensions tab, and you can just click on the first link that comes here. You can install it from here. So it's a very simple extension, and I think it's a very popular extension too. If you are a beginner, it will be very useful for you. So let's see how it works. You can just open a file, any file. So what Code Runner does is it actually provides us with an option to run a code with a single click. Let me show you how it works. So basically we need to create a new file here. Let's create, for an example, a Python file. Name it hello.py. Okay. So we have created this file. Let's write a simple code here. We can write print hello guys. Okay, so let's save it. So this is a very simple code, right? If you know a little bit of Python, or if you don't know it, we will just make sure that in the further videos I will explain Python a bit more. But for now, this is a very simple example and very simple code. This code will just output a print statement that will print hello guys. So how should we execute this code? We have written the code, and how should we execute it? The typical way is to just open a new terminal. You can just open a new terminal from here, and you can just type here Python hello.py. Okay, you can just type here and press enter. So once you press enter, you can see the statement printed here, hello guys. So this is how the code must be executed in Python and any other typical programming language. But Code Runner makes it very simple. In short terms of code or simple code snippets, you can just there is a button here. This one comes with a Code Runner extension, and you can just click this one, and you can see the hello guys printed automatically here. So you just don't need to go to the terminal and just type the Python hello.py again and again and again for simple snippets like these, or simple snippets of C++2. You can just hit this button and the output will be previewed here. So this is what Code Runner does, and it's a very handy tool, and you can just install it and use it in your coding journey. So for the next extension, let's go to it. So now for this fourth extension, I have another amazing extension for you guys. So first of all, before going to the extension, we just see what it does and what's the cause of using it. So for example, let's take this web page we have been using for the past 3 extensions. So you can just see there is a heading and there is a paragraph. What if I want to change this P to an H2? I want another heading that is H2. So what I should do? So I should just change it to H2 tag, and I just need to change it here also. You can just take H2 here. So once you save it, so this is your whole H2. You can just see the preview too. So the paragraph has changed from P to H2 by clicking both the by changing both the tags from here and here. So it's pretty confusing if you want to just change the tag and just first type here and then type and go to here and then type here. So there is a tag for it that automatically changes what you do here and just replicates it to the another tag, the int tag. So you can just install it from here, auto rename tag. Just type it here and click on the first by Joan Hen. You can just see the name and the tag, just install it. So once you install it, we can just use it in this HTML tag. Now let's say if we want to revert this back to P, if we want to change this H2 back to P. So we should just type it, and you can just see I have typed here P, and the int tag automatically becomes the P. You see what it does, right? You can just change the starting tag and it will just automatically replicate the starting tag into the final tag, the int tag. So this is what it does. This is the auto rename tag does. It's a pretty amazing extension, and you can also install it and use in your development code. So let's move on to the next extension. Now for this final extension, we have one of the best extension for beginners or even seasoned developers. So before installing the extension, I would just like to show you what it can be used for and what's the reason we should install this. So in this case, this code has a simple hello world statement to be printed as an output. So what if I just erase this C++ code and I just erase the semicolon? So it will obviously show me an error and the code won't follow because there is an error. The semicolon must be at the end of every statement in C++. So it just shows me a red marker on the file name. So what if I want an exact statement, because this code is very short and you just know that the semicolon is not present here. But in the case of a very large codes and very large development areas, there might be a time taking on understanding that what's the error and what is causing this redness on the name. It can be multiple errors and multiple statements. So what if I want to understand what's the error? So for this, the extension comes to mind. This extension is called error lens. You can just search it here and just click on the first option in a dialog box. Just install it from here. So once you install the extension and just come here, so as you can see a box appears and there is something written on it, and I expected a semicolon. So it just tells you what the error is in the code. You don't need to analyze and see the whole code from up to down, because I just already told you it's a small code, and in terms of big cases of codes, you just have to analyze everything that what is the error. So it just tells you automatically and directly that this is the error and you should fix it in this line of code. So you can just, as soon as you fix it, the box disappears and you can just save the code and run the code from here, and from the code runner, and the hello world will be printed, as you can see here. So this is how it works, and yeah, this was the final extension in our list. So I hope you guys like this video, and it will be helpful for you guys, for the beginners and even for the seasoned developers, because there are tons of extensions in the VS Code. People are making these extensions one after another every year. There are multiple extensions around here. So to understand what is the one that can be used for beginners and can be for seasoned developers might be a difficult job. So I just thought that why not bring a video on how to distinguish in the best extensions that are available to download. So you can just download these extensions and you can just install it and use as per your liking. Also, if you run into any errors or any more dialog box errors or anything during your coding journey, you can just comment it down in the comment box and I will surely fix it in the next video. So that's it for this video, and I hope you liked this video, and if it did help you, please subscribe to my channel and like my video, so it motivates me to make more content like this. So thank you for your time.